Hello, everyone. Today we are faced with an issue that should be addressed with the utmost importance. A problem so large that delaying it for even just a bit longer could cause us as people to be consumed by it. This issue is the out of control greed and controlling nature of corporations. Now, the fight may seem hopeless. After all, how can you, a single person with about $100 in your bank account, fight back against these billion-dollar corporations? That's simple. Piracy. Yes, it is illegal. However, no war for basic rights was ever legal. Today, I will be explaining to you piracy and why it is extremely important for the survival of media, other arts, and yourself. Now that I have given you our predicament, let me further explain the situation we are in. As intelligent life, we have a need to consume and create art. However, some of this art is being locked behind walls that we as people will never see the light of. Still perfectly fine and safe to view, however still hidden from us. Some just until we pay the fee for their product or service, which is astronomically high, such as streaming services, but others have been wiped from the internet entirely. The only thing that stops someone who already owns the media from making a one-to-one copy of the material that is no longer accessible is that it is still under United States copyright law, which prevents people from copying and distributing creative works to other people. Many companies have already done much to stop software or media from getting in the hands of the consumer. For example, games and non-physical software as a whole are no longer owned by the consumer. You are simply purchasing the license to play that game. So you, the person who purchased the product, can have it taken away from you at any point. This deception has gotten to a point where a majority of platforms now have to put a clause in their agreement stating that you do not own the product. For example, on Steam, on the checkout page, underneath checkout, it reads, "A purchase of a digital product grants a license for the product on Steam." We both have a right to own what we purchase and have a right to preserve the media best we can. Paraphrased from Britannica.com, the Library of Alexandria, intended to be a haven for knowledge and literature, was destroyed. Now, because of that knowledge hoarding, we have lost who knows how many genius ideas and writings due to its destruction. If this art had been preserved, whether through multiple copies or public access, this loss of knowledge may have been semi-prevented. No matter what we found or recovered, it took us longer to do so, thus setting us back for an unknown amount of time. If we allow this oppression to continue, humanity will reach a state of submission where our creative minds are suppressed in order to make a profit from already purchased products. I will call back to game licenses and removing access. Although stating it's just a license may be a legal jargon thing, Ubisoft, a video game developer and publisher, has closed accounts that they deem inactive, and they're unable to recover said account, thus making you lose access to your games forever. This is confirmed by Ubisoft on the Ubisoft inactive account closure webpage. In no way should a digital product be different from a physical product. Remember when Microsoft apps would come bundled with some computers? That service came on the product you purchased forever. Furthermore, it is imperative to explore viable solutions. We can still consume art using piracy. We can play our games, read our books, watch our movies using piracy. We can get back our right to own using piracy. We will all pirate media, our textbooks, movies, anything else we are being taken financially advantage of for. Qubit torrent and Mullvad VPN are all tools we can use to accomplish this. On the Qubit torrent forum is where you will find how you can use those two together. If we all decide to take a stance and show corporations that we will not stand for them taking our media, we can change the future. History has shown that if the feedback is negative enough with enough backing people, change will happen. Just look at the Xbox Live Gold price changes back in 2021, covered by The Verge, where they had doubled the price just to play online. This was backtracked less than a month after the plan was announced. After the corporations and the government understand that their product should serve us and our needs, We will see price decreases in the cost of services. This is not an option. This is required for our survival as a free-minded species. This includes pirating books that are now banned in the public school system or in different countries, and sharing them with whoever we can to show that we will not sit idly by as our knowledge, freedom, and integrity are being stripped away. Now, as we move forward, it is crucial to recognize the role that feedback plays in making a difference. By understanding our power as consumers together, we can control and shape the actions of corporations and governments to better serve our needs and protect our freedoms. This is not something that can afford to wait any longer. Once we as people stand up, we will be free from digital oppression that is currently going on against the consumer. Our lives will be massively improved due to paid services taking their consumers into consideration, not just how they can make the most money from their audiences. After corporations have been put in their place, owning digital software will be a near mirror of physically owning the product. Instead of simply buying a license for a product, you could do something like burning the software on a disk, keeping it forever since you own the product. This plan is also a great way to practice internet security and privacy as well. Excellent practice for computer literacy as a whole. Stuff like learning how a VPN works is a very important skill today due to the dangers on the internet and that people experience every day. Now, just to ensure we are all on the same page, this problem is something consuming our daily lives as we know it, and if we don't stop it here, we may not be able to stop it at all. Take your computer, look for a company you dislike or have grievances against, and take what is rightfully yours. If America is the land of the free, then we should have a right to take what we already purchased. Please, if any of you are ready to ensure your future as a consumer, contact me and we can get started.